Welcome in, everybody, to another episode, the final preseason episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast. We are, of course, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app. Use promo code DNVR when you sign up. What is happening, everybody? We are live from Studio A. Opening day is Sunday. I'm your host, Mitchell Caroll, a.k.a. Mitchell, a.k.a. Exuberant United fan today.
What does A stand for in Studio A? The Broncos guys do this, and I was just wondering, what does it stand for you?
A Manchester United win today.
That's cheating. You can't use it you can't use it like that. It has to be an actual word.
Andreas Maxu. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, love that.
Boom. Joining me as always, super analyst. Yeah.
I want to give fair warning to anybody watching the show today. I am unhinged. I've been unhinged, and you guys should.
He's a sad Barca boy.
I'm not just sad Barca boy. I'm like, Duane said this before the show. Nobody gave me my Mets today, and it might be possible.
It's okay. Let's go. We're gonna embrace it. Also joining me as per usual is my guy, the art director for All City Network. It is Art Town Duane Brown.
Hey everybody. I'm
that one
good.
didn't work as well.
I'm
I tried.
good.
You're good.
I do love
I'm
that.
so
Hey, everybody.
good. Hey everybody. I'm ready to talk some soccer.
You guys, this is it.
And we have a good show today.
Yeah, dude, it should be great. Like, hopefully you guys tuned in all week. We put up our positional previews by group on YouTube. It was kind of a new, and we haven't done a ton of that, so we're trying out some new stuff. That was kind of our first jump into the kind of new stuff we're going to be providing this season here at DNVR Rapids. I really hope you guys liked it. Duane, what did you think about them?
I thought they were great.
How many Rapids would you say they were?
I'm going to go with 5 out of 5 Rapids.
Wow.
Can you believe it? I thought it was really fun. Today is our last one. We're going to get into some predictions. We're going to get into some just kind of themes of the season, what to expect from certain parts of the club. And then we're going to do the inaugural DNVR Rapids Our Guys draft, where we are going to choose the guys that we're going to ride hardest for this season. And there's no way out. They are our guys forever until the day we die.
I think there are guys till next season. I think that's how that works.
What if that's true until we do the next Our Guys draft?
Yeah,
All right, fair enough.
Damn it, Mitch. Always.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, okay, one thing I did want to get into real quick before and this will maybe help set us up as we talk about kind of the expectations around the club and different pieces in the club, is The Athletic put out their anonymous MLS executive survey today, right? And they ask him all sorts of stuff. The Rapids won 2 categories. Did you guys see do you guys know? Did you see this yet?
I saw the tweet.
I have not seen
Okay,
it yet.
yeah, so
I can't wait to see what we won.
good one. Robin Fraser ties for first in the underrated coach category.
Let's go.
I think that's fair.
He got robbed.
Totally fair.
I think that's fair. Kroenke, runaway worst owner by a mile.
Which I think that's really
We
unfair.
won.
I guess we won something. There you go. 1 vote for best offseason. 1 vote, not first place. 1 vote for best offseason. 1 vote for player that will make best sporting director in Rubio, which I thought was interesting. You know,
I like that.
Is that who you would choose to be the best sort of future personnel guy on the Rapids?
Rubio?
Real quick. They just
Yeah.
dropped new roster numbers.
That's
for the
not
new
new.
guys.
No, that's
Hold on, I still have 2 more things we voted
Okay,
on.
go. I just saw them
that
literally
was a
right
few
now.
days ago.
That was a couple days ago.
9 seconds ago. It's
Yeah.
right here.
Well,
My
I
bad,
guess
guys.
Joseph already reported on it because they updated the website. Is that who you would pick though?
Rubio as a sporting director?
Yeah, in Porg's role.
Wow, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess I've not, had conversations with Rubio about, roster type stuff.
Sure.
But I mean, the dude is committed to winning. Like,
Yeah.
I can
At a
say every
scary
time we've
level.
talked to
Yes.
him, and every answer is, I just want to win.
Yeah.
And so if that attitude comes into roster building, yeah, sign me up.
My only other choice would be Price, I think.
But also, Rubio has been around the sport
I'd
for so
take
long.
Keegan, too.
His dad is an agent too. His dad's been around the sport
And
for
was
a
a
long
I
time.
professional
didn't know
player.
that.
Yeah, well, like so.
His brothers
I know
are
he played. I didn't know
professional
he was an
players.
agent.
So the guy knows ball. The
That's a
guy
good
knows
point.
how to work.
Yeah.
So that's why I think if you actually look at not just him as a player and his passion to win and for the sport, you look at it, I think he has all the makings to be a sporting director.
He's got the resume,
Two
the
more.
pedigree, as they say.
Porg Smith gets 2 votes for most underrated executive.
Out of how many votes are we talking here?
I believe there was 23 responders.
Only 2.
Two votes.
Wow.
Something around 20. There was low
That
20s.
vote is underrated.
There was low 20s number.
Or overrated.
And then he gets 1 vote for best executive.
I
One
also
vote.
feel like
You
part of
can't
it.
vote for yourself either. So
I also feel like it's kind of a friends club. Who's your friend? Who do you think is doing a good job? All these guys know each
You're
other.
saying
Let's be
Porg
honest.
doesn't have any friends?
I
all of
think-
his friends are overseas.
Yeah, I think when we
fair.
talked to him, a lot of them is like, yeah, I talked to this guy out
Well,
in
that
this
makes me sad.
top,
Yeah.
this club out in the top 5 league, and I'm like, oh, like cool.
I'm Porg's friend. I'd vote for him.
I would. Vote
I didn't
for
get a
him, too.
vote.
5 out of
all
5
right.
Rapids.
5 out of 5.
He
Rapids
gets
for
5
Porg.
out of 5.
The only voting system that matters.
All right.
Take that, Old Dominion.
Let's look into these expectations for this season. We have it broken down into 4 different categories. First one up. Expectations. I want to do that one last. I'm going to mix up the order here.
Ooh,
Expectations for Coach
spicy.
Fraser.
Coach.
Expectations for Coach. Where are you at with what we can expect from, what should be expected from Coach Fraser this year? Yeah. Let's start with you.
Development.
Interesting.
I want him to develop the young guys a lot better, which are the Prisos, the Ollies,
Okay.
the Yappies. I think he's done a great job. We've got 2 guys that have gone to Europe, one that came back in Bassett, but I really
Okay.
do think that my expectation for him is to help develop Yappy into an elite player that can go out to Europe in the next year or 2.
Okay. Duane, do you agree that number 1 on Fraser's list in terms of expectations is development? Are you in the same boat as Yahya there?
Yeah, if we're to go on with just what should be number 1 on the list, absolutely.
Interesting. I didn't even have development on my list when I came up with it.
To me, it's like, what can he do personally? Because he can only do so much tactically for a team.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I was like, the team is different from the coach, and the coach has one certain thing, and that's helping players.
Sure. My number 1 thing was win a damn elimination game.
That's actually a really
I'm
good
sorry.
one, too.
Like, what the hell else?
That was
He
part-
hasn't won an
that was part
elimination
of
game
mine.
as the head of the Rapids. Neither is, and honestly, that extends to Porg being in charge as well. There's no elimination wins under these guys. To me, like, I don't like. Cool, yeah. I hope Yappy comes along. Sure. I hope all these guys can like develop, and you get the Yappies, and Galvan bounces back, and Gus breaks out, and all that stuff. But man, win a freaking knockout game.
But I will
Please.
say, knockout games are usually, especially in the MLS, the Open Cup, which is the one that we kind of focus on because MLS is first you got to get there, the MLS playoffs. I will say that development kind of goes into winning knockout games.
Sure.
Because if you don't develop your younger players that you play in those knockout games, like the U.S. Open Cup ones, like it's kind of hard. You know what I
Also
mean?
lost a playoff game as the number 1 seed.
No, yeah, but again, that to me that's a little bit different because
Sure.
it is you got to work to that.
Sure.
You got to it's a whole team kind of thing. But I think to me it's more if you develop, you'll get to that knockout state. You'll win that knockout
They're
game.
related for sure.
Yeah, and if some of these younger guys do come along, if Max, if we get the Max from the end of last season and not the beginning or middle or beginning of the end of last season, if we get the last month of Max,
Yeah.
and you get Priso taking a step up, and you get Gus or Abubakar Keita, taking a big jump up, all of a sudden you can roll out like a pretty sweet rotational 11 in a U.S. Open Cup,
Exactly.
or in a Leagues Cup.
On my list, it wasn't number 1, is to just take the U.S. Open Cup seriously.
God, please.
And I know every club says they do every year.
Nobody
but I
does.
don't believe you. Like, it's the gift from Anchorman.
Last year's was weird.
I don't
though.
believe you.
Last year's was really weird.
Yeah,
With the rain delay or lightning delay into playing the next day was bizarre.
All I remember is seeing the next day one because the night before was a blur.
I was sick with COVID at home on the couch, tweeting through the game like a champion. You're welcome. Do that for you guys.
I do want to say real quick before we go any further, don't forget to give us a like.
Please.
That's very important. To the
Thumbs up
algorithm.
goes so far. I can't ask enough. Thumbs up, please, please,
Look how
please.
far that goes.
Wow, look at Duane.
It'll just keep going.
Good call, Yaya. Thank you.
I saw 2 and I'm like, we got 7 in here. We can get more than 2.
That's a good co-host right there. Any other notes on Fraser, guys, before we jump into the next one?
Keep looking good.
He does look. He has a good match day fit. For
Handsome
sure.
man.
Except when he tucks his Adidas shirts into jeans with a belt. I hate that. What a terrible dad look.
My last one is to, and I think this is going to be
Controversial.
both with Price and everybody else and new players coming in, but mental mistakes on defense.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Gotta cut those down. From
Yeah,
this game.
and that one's tough to me because like
It's not a number one.
it
but
was
it's
a
on my list.
theme, right? So it does come to that means there has to be something bigger than one guy having a bad game here and there.
Yeah.
Because it happens so often, right? So
It was consistent. It was a character trait of this team last
Yeah.
season.
For sure.
Good, very
It
good
wasn't
call.
fluky. It was a real thing.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
let's
B
move on.
Ray in the comments. He said better disciplined team right there. So very good call, Duane. Okay. Let's go. Expectations for front office and ownership. To me, this goes hand in hand with my last one with Fraser is win when it matters. Like that is what this fan base is starved for. That is what this fan base deserves. You have some highly competitive guys on the field, and I want to just see that roster come together in the right way and win.
I agree.
Because what else can the front office really prove midfield, or mid-season?
Oh, for me, it's all about you're growing the fan experience. Keep committing to that. To me, that's a front office thing. It's not just a fans thing. To me, it's the front office and the ownership has to commit to the fans the way they want the fans to commit to the team. So to me, it seems like you're starting off the right foot this season.
Yep.
That you're trying to put your best foot forward. Don't abandon it halfway. It's not going to give you instant results, but keep pushing forward. Keep trying to engage the fans. Keep trying to get people in there. Keep giving access to everybody. And that's all I want from the front office. The games and all that, to me, that's player-based. And I know where you're coming from, Mitch. And it is the front office and the ownership that wants that, too, because they need to invest.
Yeah.
But to me, the biggest disconnect with the team has been between the
That's a
fan
good
base
point.
and the engagements.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're trying harder, and I just want them to keep trying and not just let go of it halfway.
What about you, Duane?
I think they've done a great job with fan engagement so far. I think the MLS season pass Apple bump has been huge for all the clubs, but it certainly
sure.
showed in the Rapids. I think they're doing a great job. So, like I was saying, I'd like to see that continue to get stronger and better. We know, and if you've seen, like they've been hiring a ton of people, so they're putting more people over at Dick's Sporting Goods Park to help the Rapids continue to be better. So I like that. The only thing is, all the critique that you hear of the Rapids in the off season and why people aren't picking them, necessarily for playoffs is that, well, the rest of the Western Conference has gotten better and they've spent more money. And, can the Rapids keep up with the Joneses? And maybe they're right. I don't know. But, we don't spend money. I know we brought in a lot of people, but in comparison, to other clubs that go out and get those huge signings, we don't see that here in Colorado. Our owners certainly have that cash. So, as do most owners, they're, pretty loaded. So that's really the only thing that I would put in there is just, level out the playing field from a cash.
The money points.
Yep.
I guess the one thing would be, and Joseph always makes this point on Twitter, I feel like, don't follow up a great winter window with a snooze fest of a summer window. If there's a move there in the summer and to go get a guy to make that playoff push, do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it. The summer window has been such a dud from Porg, and
What's left? Like, is there anything you think's left for summer window? I know that wasn't really what we were planning on talking.
We
but
don't know yet.
Just real quickly,
It all depends on the
I
season.
thought
Yeah.
goalkeeper might be that, but we've made that move already. So now
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe
what
a number
that would be.
2 if Yarby gets sold at the summer.
yeah, or
Like,
even if
there's
he
little
gets sold
move.
in this window. This window still goes for
honestly,
a while.
even
Yeah.
Rubio doesn't have an extension yet. Rubio out, and you have to bring another younger striker in. Because we're hoping Yappy leaves in a year or two because he does
If
so
Yappy
well.
has like 8 goals by July, maybe he's in Europe. You
yeah,
know,
exactly. So there's little small things that are depending on the season that can happen here in the summer.
yeah, and I think who knows? Maybe it's an injury, right? Maybe it's
Exactly.
or who knows? We don't know.
Knock
But-
on wood.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Thank you. It's just one of those things that's like be ready to react in the best way possible. And I think it's just been kind of tough in that summer window. Let's go on to the new guys. Expectations for Marco Illich.
Be a good number 2 and push for the number 1 spot.
Yep.
I think that one's super simple. Cause
Yeah,
I
I don't know. I mean, you
there's nothing
laugh,
else you
but
can really add.
what could you possibly add to that?
Clean sheets, my guy. Clean sheets.
I'll take a win any day. Clean sheets are nice, but any win is good for me. Okay, here you go.
I want to call that guy
Here's my
Tide
hot
Pods
take
for all the clean sheets.
Here's my hot take for Illich. I want him to have one more save than the other guy every match.
Wow.
Look at that hot take.
What other guy? The other goalkeeper or Yard? Because
the other goalkeeper.
Okay.
They won't be playing at the same time.
That's what I thought. I was like, that shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, it'll be really easy.
Got some flaming hot spicy takes today.
How about our guy, Moise Bombito? Any expectations for him?
Yes. Break into the first team.
Oh, that's really
And
high
it doesn't have to be,
expectations.
and to me, it's not break into the 11, break into the 17.
As in make some consistent sub appearances, or
Just be on the bench constantly, which is
Okay.
something that Mayaka struggled with, even
Be
when
on
he
the
had
game day roster.
Exactly, and I like one is like just break into the 17, be an option. That's all I want you to do. If Markinich can do it, you can do it too.
okay, Duane.
Yeah, I want him to show out when he does get to play, and that might be things like Open Cup when we typically roll out not the usual starters. So I just want to see him ball out during that time.
I think just go prove how good you have been, because the hype has been there with him a lot in terms of out of the Rapids camp. Go dominate Rapids 2 at the start of the season. Go be undeniably above that level.
Be undeniably
You know what I
undeniable.
mean? Well, it's like, not to do cross-sport references, but the Nuggets are playing right here, right? Peyton Watson, rookie, end-of-the-bench guy for the Nuggets, goes down to the G League and averages like almost 30 points a game.
Make him notice.
Right?
you.
He's not going to make. He doesn't make waves when he's on the Nuggets roster, but he goes to a lower level and dominates. That's what I want to see from Bombito.
Yeah,
at this
make
point.
him notice
Yep.
you. Make him. Don't give him another option.
Yep. All right, let's move on to Gersbach. Just be fine, honestly.
Be
Yeah.
Keegan.
Yeah.
Be,
Laughing at my comments.
What?
Just be fine.
Just be fine.
I mean, it's true. Like, if Keegan's 5 out of 5 stability, be a 4 out of 5 stability.
Perfect. Stable.
That's all we want. Just be you. I know the best version
Yeah.
of you is just you.
Andreas Maxu. To me, this is the one that I had like
Circled.
You need to be a star defender in this league.
Yeah.
You are a DP, making a ton of money, first defensive DP in Rapids history. You need,
Rare in MLS just in general.
yes, you need to be a guy, capital G guy.
How would it sound to be my expectations? There's like my high expectations. Be a top 3 finalist and defender of the year.
Love that.
Ooh, like that.
Cool. Goal Bassett, our guy. Yeah. What are your expectations for goal this year?
Push another move to Europe.
Okay.
I think that's a realistic thing because that's what he wants.
So push
And
for that. That means like counting stats.
not just that, like make it undeniable that Europe, they might have given up on you, but show them that you're not giving up on them.
Cool.
That's
I
my
hope so
goal
too.
for Cole. I think that's what's gonna happen, honestly.
You want a winter transfer?
Yeah, winter to winter. I think that's gonna be the best for the Rapids, and I think that's what they're looking forward to, because also they need to find replacements. They can't just let everybody go in the summer.
Love that. Duane?
Over 8 goals.
Love that.
That's what I want. And I think that's totally reasonable.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so too.
Like,
definitely, yeah.
absolutely.
All right, Connor Ronan. I think, again, it's tough. Like Gersbach, Ronan, I think are kind of in that same zone. Don't be a negative.
Yeah, we just don't know what
Yeah,
to expect
ease
yet.
in.
So
Be productive when you can. Just
get
don't.
a couple of those crazy, just
Some
crazy
rockets.
goals.
2
Yeah.
rockets.
Yeah, 2 rockets. We're good.
Yeah, to me, I think I expect a little bit more from him.
Why?
To me, it's you have good stats in the Scottish league, and I think that should be able to transition over to the MLS.
Cool.
And I think for me, it's minimum 5 goals.
Okay, 5 goals. Love it. Calvin Harris.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I have no expectations
Zero.
for him.
Yeah,
Drop another album.
be fast when you're on the field. Honestly, be really fast.
Make your old club regret.
Sure.
seeing you play for the Rapids.
And I don't think like I don't think Cincinnati's like screw Calvin Harris, and I don't even think Calvin Harris is like that either.
I don't think so.
I think it was just a change of
It
scenery.
wasn't
and I
a
think,
negative thing.
I think it was
But
just
still,
yeah.
That was a business
Love to
decision
see it
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is Dwayne's guy, so everyone clear out for Dwayne here. Kevin Cabral.
Goals. Just unhinged, savage goals from France to the United States. Let's go, Cabral.
You sound like 80s Hulk Hogan.
That's what it sounded like. I was like, where have I heard this before?
I'm all in WWE on Cabral. Get some goals, brother. Take your vitamins, say your prayers, get some goals, brother.
We can tell what Dwayne was doing in the 80s. We know what he was doing.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I agree. Look, you don't have to be. Last year, he was literally the most underperforming XG wing, in the league.
I want a
So-
goal Sunday.
That'd be so sick.
That's what I want. I want to shut everyone up about Cabral, who's not on the Cabral train, and just go ahead and smash that goal.
Kevin
line.
has a great point. The only person worse than Lewis last year finishing was Cabral, so hopefully they both kind of turn that around. We'll see. Okay, last one.
Wait,
Really-
what about me? Don't I got expectations?
Oh yeah, go ahead,
you
bro.
got-
Sorry.
All it is 11 goal contributions,
11 goal contributions.
assists or
11.
goals.
Love that.
And I mean, Rubio had 22, and I think he can get 11.
I think so too.
I'm going 13.
I just think there's more options to send it to now.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Love
like.
it.
I think 11 is fine.
But I think assists are like a good place. For
I think
Cabral,
he'll have
too.
5+ assists.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
like contributions. I just want you to contribute somehow. Get on the score sheet somehow.
I agree. That's a great call.
Absolutely.
All right, last one for expectations, real quick. For the team, just for the team, what are your and I will knock mine out and I'll send it to you guys. Win a knockout game.
Yeah.
Make the playoffs. Period. Boom.
Yeah, it's playoffs for me.
Yeah.
I'll take one further. Home playoff game.
I mean, we all did predict a home playoff game last
So
episode.
and I'll stick with
All,
my prediction.
all preseason predictions are true.
No,
Until
all of them
proven wrong in the regular
No,
season.
you are wrong. They are all wrong except for ours.
Except for the ones that are right.
Like I'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
I will accept that.
Everybody is wrong. Looking at you extra time except for us.
Correct. All
And
right.
it should be a home playoff game. That should be expectations.
All
for that
right.
game.
We're going to get into some team award predictions, but first, we have to talk about the homies. Looks like the Nuggets just did something tight. So
Now,
that's
everybody's
cool. There's a Nuggets
excited
game
about
going
these
on here.
reads, about the homies.
Everyone in the bar is excited to hear about Shady Rays. Kick off the new year with a new gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered from the sun to the slopes with premium polarized shades, customizable snow goggles, and much more. God, those goggles are cool as hell. It makes me want to go snowboarding.
They're so cool.
Just looking at them.
They cover the lens covers the frame.
Oh,
so
it's
it
so
just-
sick.
really
I
cool
love
looking.
those kind of goggles.
Dig it.
Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair we've ever worn. Durable frames and extremely clear optics for outdoor adventures. That's not all. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by the lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair. No questions asked. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after your purchase. If you don't love them, exchange for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop with Shady Rays. Their team always has your back. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out best deal of the new year. Go to shadyrays.com and use code DNVR or visit them in store at Park Meadows Mall for 50% off 2 or more pairs and polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 200,000 people and 5 rapids by downtown Duane Brown.
5 out of 5.
5 out of. I love our grading system, by the way. I give our grading system 5 out of 5 rapids.
Me too.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Next up, we have our friends at Breckenridge Brewery.
Let's go.
Breckenridge Brewery and DNVR have teamed up to give some lucky DNVR fans the ultimate game day experience. VIP tickets, Lexus Club access, parking, and DNVR merch, and you get to sit courtside. If you love the Nuggets as they're playing right now, you can sit courtside
Courtside fit.
and look incredible while doing it with some DNVR merch
Courtside fit.
that you can get from our man, Merch. He's only merch when he's not on the couch, by the way.
That's
He's
true.
Mitch every other time.
Merchel, love being known by my job.
But you'll
That's
literally
tight.
be so close that you can smell the MVP from Nikola Jokic. Have you ever smelled an MVP?
I have.
It smells like roses, probably, right?
I imagine like a sandalwood or something like that.
And you can do all that thanks to Breckenridge Brewery. Breckenridge Brewery will let you sign up. You can sign up in the link below in our YouTube description. It's about less than a week before we choose the winner.
Yep.
A little bit
Next
less
week.
than a week, so sign up quick. And then let's say the Nuggets aren't your thing. You can sign up to the Avalanche, and it's going to be right behind the coach's bench. So now you can
5
smell
rows.
a Stanley Cup. You can smell the Stanley Cup sweat. And I think that smells a little bit more glorious than an MVP.
Well, as a former hockey player, hockey stink is.
It's a special kind of.
Be
stink.
thankful the glass
All
is there.
athletes stink, let's be honest.
That's true.
We're couch athletes. We stink too.
It's true.
So either way, sign up in the
You got
links
that
below.
Lexus Lounge in there.
Yeah.
Exactly, Lexus Lounge and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sign up less than a week. The links are below.
Yep.
And you can have a lot of fun thanks to DNVR and Breckenridge Brewery.
It's gonna be dope. Make sure you do it. Pop quiz for you guys. Team predictions that we didn't put on the notes at all.
Oh gosh.
Who do you think is the best smelling rapid?
The best what?
Smelling rapid. Who do you think shows up to Burgundy Affair this year and you're like, damn, that guy smells good?
I'm going to say Max because he's a pretty boy. And not in a
He
bad
is.
way, but dude cares about how he looks, and
Yeah.
he looks good. And I can tell that from Burgundy Affair.
Yep.
100% Keegan.
Yeah, I was gonna
Dude
say
is
Keegan.
a barber.
Yeah.
I
Like,
was going to say Keegan, but I'm like,
and-
you guys have Keegan.
and again, that photo.
Yeah.
The GTA photo.
Oh, you know he smelled great.
Yeah.
All right, moving
There you
on.
go.
This is getting too
Kevin
That was a
Cabral,
weird segment, by the way.
Kevin Cabral's also French, and there's a lot of nice colognes in French.
That's a good point.
True.
That's a great
So
point.
that's another one I can think of.
Oh,
This
de
is the
toilette,
important
if you
analysis
will.
you stop by DNVR Sports for, guys.
So-
We break it down.
All right, guys, we are going to predict some stuff. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Man, I'm so ready to
Are you
predict things
ready?
right now.
I was born ready.
Oh, I have to remember which graphics we put in there. What graphics are we putting up first?
It's just gonna, we're gonna put up the predictions.
Oh, okay. We're just throwing up the one prediction graphic. All right,
Yeah.
great, perfect. Let's go ahead and throw that up there.
Boom!
There it is. All right, Golden Boot. Who do you got?
I got Rubio. Who do you have?
I got Rubio.
Who you
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
Yaya?
I got Diego.
Hey.
Go, Diego, go. Go, Diego, go.
That's probably the easiest prediction any of us could ever make. And I remember last year our preseason predictions. Wanners, we had a 4-man set. Wanners predicted Rubio, and no one else was even close to right. I had Jonathan Lewis. I had no clue what was going to happen with this club last season.
Yeah, I again, Rubio's the guy. Like
It's nice having
guy.
that consistency.
Yeah, and again, I think they found the right key for him, and I agree with you. I think they'll be. I think there's no other.
He's got more help now.
I
It's
try to
just-
get saucy, and I was gonna say Yappy, but I'm like, I'm really pushing my luck if I say Yappy.
All right. Well, I mean, that would be tight, but all right.
Yeah.
If you're talking most assists on this team, Duane, go ahead.
the set piece king.
Set
Jack
piece god.
Price.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick. You're right. Just being back to
He's
hit
back.
on corners
Yeah.
and all that, I think is money.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah. What about you? Who'd you pick and why?
I think Gavon. I think they'll put him on the right wing. I think he'll be crossing in a lot and be an inverted wing. And I think he's going to be able to find Rubio right outside the box in that 12 zone. And I think Rubio's going to start launching it from the 12 zone.
Yep.
He's going to give me a lot of that, how do I put this without comparing them? That messy role that I had in Barcelona, where he cut in a lot and
Yeah.
he was a playmaker from the wing. I'm not saying he will be Messi. I'm not saying that he's as talented as Messi. That's probably the
Sure.
best player in the history. But I think he'll play that role perfectly because I think he has the speed and I think he has the passing skills.
I think that's good. I think Cole Bassett. I think playing with those speedy wings, having all those. Let's go.
We just had the VP of everything say up the pit, so
You love to
you know
see
it's
that.
a winning season.
Look, I just think Bassett's going to be so involved. That dude is coming in for one reason, and one reason only, and that is to put as many possible goals and assists on the boards because he wants to get back overseas. So I just think that I'm not saying that he's going to have that season, but if he has the season he's trying to have, he's going to put up a ton of box score numbers, and I think it's a safe bet.
I
Yeah.
think that's
So,
a
go
totally
Bassett.
safe.
I really do
alright.
think we all chose really good options there. That I could see everybody.
I would be
Bassist.
surprised if it wasn't one of these three.
I could also see Ronan just coming in and taking the league by storm.
That's true.
That's another one that I thought, but I'm like, he's too new to take.
Drop your predictions in the chat while you're here and hit a thumbs up, please.
I love Mitch when he's asking for you. Ooh, got me going.
I say please.
They're getting kind of hot in here.
It is, yeah. All right, breakout players. We're all picking a breakout player. Duane, with the most original breakout player pick. I'm just playing with you, bud.
It is a surprise.
I'm
going
mad.
with Yappy.
Okay. Good. I mean, look, this is all. It is crazy. God, our Slack is blowing up. Our phones, the couch is vibrating. Yappy has less than 200 MLS minutes, and yet the entire MLS world has decided that
He's the one.
that he is breaking out this season. And God, I hope they're right, but it just still makes me nervous.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gets down to
You know what
minutes,
I mean? Like, I'm just I'm nervous.
It's just minutes played, and not every. I mean, that's the thing with this roster is so deep that there's going to be some sad rapids on the bench because everyone wants to start. They're pro athletes, and not everybody gets to start. So we'll see. I think it gets down to minutes. If Yappy gets the minutes, the ball's going in. But if Rubio gets the minutes, the ball's going in. So, it's really an awesome situation for the Rapids to be in.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I mean, that's definitely what like the MLS world is thinking. So, I like
But going
that.
from not playing at all to scoring
Sure.
a bunch of goals, I think that's what makes Yappy like a true breakout.
Yeah, sure. I like that. He's definitely at the position that's easiest to break out from playing not at all to playing, right?
Especially because you don't have to be good all game, but if you score a couple of goals, you'll be the best player of the game.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Good call. My breakout player is our guy Max, dude. I am just so intrigued with what I saw at the end of last season. I really hope he gets the chance to see it. It's a crowded midfield, man. And it's not that it's like you can't go find a better midfielder to bring in, which I think people confuse with the term crowded midfield, right? Yeah. Everyone's like, well, I thought, what do you mean you want to go get this midfield? You said it was crowded already. I just think, like, is he going to be undoubtedly good enough to play over Acosta and Prizo?
Yep.
Like, for sure, right? Because I'm pretty sure Ronan, Bassett, and Price, those guys are starting, right? But can you come in and play over the other guys? Can you be the first guy in? Can you be the first rotation guy in a spot start, right? Like all that stuff. So I hope he can. I really liked what I saw from him last year. God, when he plays that 8 to 10 that Fraser loves to talk about.
The high 8 with the...
Oh, my God. It's so fun. I just want to see it.
Right there on the zones, right at the outside of the box. Like, he's great at those.
I want him to be the super sub. So there you go. Who'd you pick?
I was really mad. I took Kevin Cabral, and I wasn't mad because I got Kevin Cabral. I was mad because I thought Duane was taking game, and I didn't want to repeat everything.
I wanted to mix it
Duane's
up a little
man
bit.
crush,
I wanted to
Cabral.
mix it
Yeah,
up a little
but
bit.
again, it goes back to, I think...
Fan crush.
It kind of goes
Fan
back to
crush,
what
man
my
crush.
expectations are for Fraser development. And I think Fraser's really good at that. And what's one thing you can develop? Confidence. You can give a player confidence. You can give him everything he needs to become the player he's meant to be. And I think that's what Fraser will do for Cabral. I think he will come in and be a starter. He's a DP already. And I just think Cabral's going to have a really good season, and I think he's going to break out. I think it's between him and Yappy as like the front runners. Yeah. And I think Max, how Mitch said, is a super like reliable dark horse. Yeah. If there were odds, it'd be like around plus 500 for Max, plus 100 for Yappy, and maybe plus 250 for Cabral.
I like that.
And I think sprinkling a little bit on that.
Bet.
Exactly. Sprinkling a little bit on Max would be a really good idea.
Chat, let us know who you're thinking of for who you think is the
breakout player of the year.
Last one we're going to do, team MVP. Yaya, you give us your team MVP this season.
Oh, man. I went with the Colorado kid, Mr. Gold Bassett.
Love it.
I really do think, if you've seen his player preview in Apple TV, everything you've heard of him, how when you guys went to go talk to him in media availability, all I've heard is this guy wants it. This guy wants it more than ever before. And the first step to becoming the guy is wanting to be the guy. He seems to have the right mentality, and he has the talent to become the dude. Yep. And I just think that he's going to take everything by storm this year. I really do think he's the biggest change from the year before in 2021 when the Rapids were the number 1 seed, and then from last year was Cole Bassett dominating that midfield.
Yep.
And I really think that's going to be one of the main keys to the season and why I think the Rapids are going to get a home playoff spot.
I also
Love
think
it.
he's really going to help Rubio because obviously Rubio thrived with a big body up top. And if Yappy isn't starting, because you can't, there's not really room to slide Rubio back to the midfield, right? So I think having a guy like Cole there who can pull some defenders up and out and kind of clear some room for Rubio in there, link up with him. Hopefully they get a good little 1-2 going. I really like that pick. That's a good pick. Duane, your team MVP, a safe bet.
My guy, Jack Price.
Jackie
you
Price.
know, it's I don't think it's going to be a flashy MVP. He's definitely a behind the scenes leadership, keep the team together, that kind of field commander, pointing out where the ball's to go, and guys are looking to him during the match itself. And man, I am thankful he is back
I am
and
too.
healthy, and the squad is so much better with him on there. So he's my team MVP.
Yeah. As our guy Joseph
Points
loved
out.
to point out that when he was in, they were at a playoff points per match, right? Like they were fully like, and he's talked about this on Twitter and stuff. Like when he was in, this club was a playoff club last year.
Sure.
Problem was he missed too many games for that to happen, right? So I love that pick. Great pick, Duane.
Real quick before we keep going, I want to just say about Max, dude,
Yeah.
that I think that's a great pick. The more I think
Thanks.
about it, dude, I'm just like, I think Max was really going to do that Brenner thing.
Yeah.
Where Brenner came in and just was like, all the hype, didn't work out, kind of slowly found a spot, and then he just broke out. Like, I keep focusing on Max. I'm
Love
sorry,
it.
and I
Well,
couldn't
it's
stop
pressure-
thinking about
the
it.
pressure is off, Like
Yeah.
now that he's been here, now he can just be.
He's
Yeah.
going to be the perfect Cole replacement when Cole's out in Europe.
Yeah. All right, mine preseason or team MVP, my preseason pick. I'm picking the guy who was obviously the team MVP at his last club because everyone in Denmark loves him. I'm picking Andreas Maxu. God, there was just so many bad defensive moments last year. Everyone over there was upset about it every time you bring it up. Except for Fraser, who will quickly tell you that it was everyone but the defense's fault that the defense struggled.
We can agree to disagree on that one for
Yeah.
sure. But
He's like, well, everyone plays defense on the field, right? And you're like, yeah, but
but the
whatever.
mistakes didn't come from everybody on
Exactly.
the
It was the
field.
center backs, and I'm just happy for him to be there. Okay, I mean that's it. That's our predictions. We'll throw that up on Twitter. Hopefully, you guys agree with mine and mine only. But if you agree with theirs, that's fine too.
And before anybody jumps on the O in Maxu, that font does not come with
Fair
the
enough.
circle
Maxu!
slash O.
A couple of comments I want to get to here before we do our last ad reading, get into our guys draft. Joseph Bassett has an 8, or does that say 9? 9 career assists with the Rapids. Do you guys think he doubles that this year? So he gets 9 more, is what you're saying? Yes, I think that's kind of where I imagine him being.
Gets
Yeah.
18.
Does he get to 18? I think that's what he's saying.
18 for the
Does he
whole
double his
season.
career?
For his
total?
career with the
Yeah, his
Rapids.
career total.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
so
somewhere
9
in there,
more?
maybe close to that. I think somewhere between 7 to 10 assists would be dope.
I think he'll get around 14 to 15 goal contributions this year.
Sure, I think that's kind
And
of.
I think that's the way I
Yeah.
put it, and I think most of them will be assists. So that I say, yeah, I agree. I think that he will.
See, I think it would be less than 9 because I think he's going to score more goals than we think.
Sure.
I think he's be more of a goal dude than an assist dude.
I'm so curious where it comes from, man. There's so, like, maybe that's how Cabral finds his way, right? Maybe
Yeah.
that's how Galvan integrates himself back in. There's like so many. Where the goals and where the assists are going to come from is probably the most fascinating storyline with this attack. Let's see what else. Jarrett asks, out of curiosity, any reports on how Max's preseason went?
That's a Mitch
I
question.
sat down with Fraser and Matt Pollard, of course, was there, and of course our buddy Brendan Plone. We talked for about an hour with Coach Fraser. He is very high on Max. He really, really liked what he's seen from Max. His English is way better. He can actually communicate with his teammates and his coaches. Crazy concept, right? Look, they really like Max. And Pork's doing his job in terms of bringing in people who can be competitive for those midfield minutes, right?
Yep.
So it's on Max to really prove it. But all signs indicate that he is fitting in as seamlessly as he can. The dude got off of a plane from Brazil into that CCL game. It was 0 degrees.
and scored.
He did
from
score
Brazil.
a goal, and then he didn't do it.
He's the one that took it a penalty.
until September. But I just think it's
he
going
was
to be
thawing out after
Well, he
that.
was thawing out, and they didn't have a translator for a few weeks, and all this stuff happened. And I'm so excited for him that they have someone there to help him out all the time. The locker room loves him. All the players love him. That's what you hear the most is just that dude like makes the locker room a happier place, and that's really important to me.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. Let's get into our guys draft, but first we have to talk about our friends at Illegal Pete's. We are all familiar, yeah, specifically, with the Illegal Pete's iconic house margarita.
Yeah,
Fair?
I got pretty messed up that day. I'm not gonna lie. I could use an F word there, but I'm not. But I got pretty messed up.
Some say it's the strongest margarita in Denver. Yeah, do you think it's the strongest margarita in Denver?
If it's not, it's definitely throwing some haymakers.
Yes, it's up there. It's trying, yeah. Have you elevated your taste to the next level yet? Mix things up. Try a coin style or a premium margarita at Illegal Pete's. I love the coin style. It's like agave, tequila, lime juice. Like super traditional, old school margarita. Super good. When I drink. I don't drink now. So there you go. Fresh squeezed lime juice, higher quality tequila, sweet agave. Try out our classy spin on an all-time classic. Grab a margarita at one of our 12 locations across Colorado and Arizona. Happy hour 3 to 6 p.m. every day. Illegal Pete's, your go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beer. Okay. It is time. Oh, hello.
Real quick, Divine, shout out,
Shout
love
out to you. Welcome to the show. We're happy to have you. You said it real quick?
That's all I wanted to shout out.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out Divine. I thought that was dope.
Oh.
What?
Mitch's tip of the day?
Oh, my tip of the day.
Mitch's tip of the day.
Okay. This goes back to the Brazil World Cup. The old Illegal Pete's on the hill in Boulder, which is now around the corner. It's a different place. It doesn't have the same. But the bar up there was awesome, and we went for all the World Cup games in 2014. And I think I had about 20 Wisconsin lunch boxes in that Argentina, the Argentina-Germany game. No, the game where Germany just absolutely blew out Brazil.
Oh, the semifinal, the 2014 World Cup.
Yeah, I had about 20 Wisconsin lunch boxes. It's my favorite drop shot on the planet. It's delicious. Go have yourself one of those. Boom. Tip of the week. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. It is time. We're drafting our guys. Yeah. What is an our guys draft? Give the people a primer. What is an our guys draft?
So this is going to be drafting our guys for the 2023 season. We're going to choose guys that we're going to follow. Whenever they do anything good, you can claim him as your guy. Mm-hmm. But the caveat is that throughout the season, if they do something bad, you can get roasted by the rest of the guys on the couch.
Love it.
You can get roasted because that's your guy. You're going to put your stake on the ground for that guy, and that's going to be somebody that you stand up for.
Love it.
Man.
In this snake draft style, by the way.
Snake draft. So Duane is first.
That's a lot of
You're
pressure.
second. I'm third and fourth. You're fifth. He's sixth and seventh.
I gave the first pick to Duane because I know he'll make the right pick.
Let's see.
Gave you the last pick because I wanted you to have a good draft order.
Wow, that's very nice of you.
I put myself in the middle because I'm like,
You're
I like
being
a
too
challenge.
nice. I'm being extremely
also
competitive.
They knew who
about
I
this.
was going with one, and they had somebody else for one anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's
they're
actually
let's just,
part of the
let's
reason.
just get Duane out of the way.
I also put myself in the worst spot because I'm like, I like a challenge.
Hot corner, baby. I'm on the hot corner. Look, yeah. It's nice that you were nice about it. I'm going to be as competitive as possible.
I know,
so
and that's
here
why I
we
already got a strategy in mind. Don't worry, we're good. We're good.
go. All right, Duane, it is the... Man, you are a wizard over there. Shout out to producer Kale doing all this on the fly. Everyone
Yeah.
give him his flowers right now. He's
We
the best.
love super.
We love
Kale.
super
Sneak
producer
peek
Kale.
into my Photoshop.
Some of us call him
layers.
Super Kale.
Super Kale. All right, Duane, you are on the clock. The first Our Guys draft.
Jack Price.
Easy.
You can
Yeah.
just go Price, Kale. You don't have to go first names.
Yeah, that's gonna get real weird real quick.
All right, Price, easy. Do you want to give any cliff notes why he's your guy specifically?
Yes, he is Jack Price.
All right.
He's here. He's there. He's everywhere.
You heard it here first.
He's
Jack Price is
every
still Jack Price.
fucking where
He's Jack Price.
Love it. Yeah. You are on the clock.
So this one I'm going strategy because
Okay.
I know you'll take it from me. I'm gonna go Rosenberry.
Boom.
I know that this is something that again,
Oh,
this
the
strategy.
surprise pick
the
of
guy,
the draft.
the guy I wanted is, I think, still gonna be there at number 2 and number 3. There's a strategic move. I need
It
to
was
take
so
Mitch's legs
strategy.
from under him.
Are you kidding me?
That
and
was
I think
dirty.
And I think the best way to go
you
by this is
kidding me?
go reliable, good-looking, old
Are
Keegan.
you?
Draft Larbal's strategy, and I put myself in the perfect spot to just wipe Mitch's legs.
You
out.
wouldn't have
Dirty.
done this if United didn't win today. So
I
I'm
would-
just gonna be happy
Dirty.
that United won and Barca lost, and I'm gonna remind you of that now again.
But I know
because
I got,
you just did me so dirty, dude.
now I got Rosenberry in my back pocket, Mr. Reliable, somebody that's gonna make me feel good all year long. I'm good. I'm set.
I'm so mad at you.
I know, like I took his legs from under him. I already knew what he was gonna say. Who else am I
Love
gonna
it.
take but Mr. Rosenberry? Like
Bring me the drama.
I knew it. I took
High
him.
stakes. Our guys draft drama.
All right, well,
It
give me
is-
Diego Rubio.
Oh,
And I knew you were gonna do that,
Of
and that's what I was
course
hoping
we
you would go
did.
for.
Well, of course.
So we're
That's a good guy to have your guy when he's gonna score 20 goals.
Yeah, it's a good guy.
That's a great guy to have.
Good
I'm
choice.
so pissed off right now. This is,
Let's go.
oh my God. I gotta calm down because this is supposed to be fun.
Well,
This is
you
supposed to
get
be
to pick
drafting
again.
your guy.
You
I
wanted to
know.
get competitive. There's how you get competitive.
I cannot believe you. This is the last episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast.
We
So
want to say
it's been a
bye
good
and thank you
ride,
for
so,
riding.
Thanks for listening and watching.
You get to pick
and
again,
burn
man.
in hell,
Why are you
yeah,
so sad?
Okay. Because I wanted my guy.
I know you did. Drama.
All right, fine. I'm gonna rebound here, no problem. Don't even worry about it.
Dirty.
I'm gonna rebound.
Dirty, yeah.
And this is a risk. It's a risk. It's a risk anytime there's a new player.
I feel like I know who it's going to be.
I know.
I'm taking Maxu.
Yeah,
of
we
course
all
you
know.
are.
I got the spine going right now, baby. This is great. Honestly, if I can't have Keegan, shout out Keegan. That's about as good of a 2 as you can get with your first 2 picks.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
an Our Guys draft.
Yeah, I agree with
good.
you. I think those are great picks, and he's flipping me off now. So I went super conservative on the first pick. I went with somebody that I know is gonna give me good feelings all year long. He gives me butterflies every time I think about him. Mr. Keegan, best looking guy on the squad, up there if not number 1. So for my next pick, I'm gonna go a little bit of a risque, but not super risky. Take a little bit of a lunge. Let's go Cole Bassett. Somebody I'm really high
that's a
up.
good pick.
Great
That was
potential. It's
Look,
somebody.
Yaya's just stealing dudes left and right.
It's a really good pick.
And I
That's
think
a really good
look,
pick.
watch. This is a potential pick. There's somebody that has a low floor but high potential, and it's somebody that
Low floor because he could be gone in 4 months.
exactly.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, okay, I only got 2 guys to worry about. This is all strategy, man. Like I know this guy is gonna give me some good feelings. If he makes a mistake, it's gonna be once every 10 games.
Emotional hedging.
Exactly. And it's double T for that, by the way.
That's a shout out Kale, man. Again, that's fantastic. God, all right, I'm less mad at you. That was a really good pick. Duane, you are on the clock. You have your second and third picks as it is.
Love it. This may surprise all of you.
Whoa,
Kevin Cabral.
let's go.
Understandable. Completely get it.
He's all in.
Yeah, I would be too.
You're all in, and I love that about you.
I'm out to watch him prove the haters wrong.
I love that.
I'm on it. I can't wait to celebrate that every week.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that.
And I'm willing to take it if he doesn't.
Yeah, you are like, if there is anyone here who could take that sort of thing, you'll just be like, yeah,
That's cool.
and me and Yaya will be like, what the?
I really do think Dwayne's gonna take off his shirt at a game this year after Cabral scores.
Let me assure you, I would never do that to any of you.
And I am pissed he won't.
All right. That's a good pick. So you have.
All right.
Let's just set the table really quick for those listening.
Quick little recap.
For those listening to the audio medium version of this, you went first. You have Jack Price, Kevin Cabral.
Yes.
Solid. The trader Yaya has Keegan Rosenberry and Cole Bassett. And I got Diego Rubio and Andreas Maxu. All right. This is going into the last round. We're only picking 3. Duane Brown, you are on the clock. Go ahead.
Now, the obvious pick would be for me to screw over Yaya with my next pick.
But you're too nice.
I know who it is. Please do it.
But
Please.
I'm not.
Why not?
Because these are our guys. Not that this isn't one of my guys. It's just that I want to put it out there and have someone to root for who I think eventually will be getting some playing time.
Yeah.
And will either make me have to cheer for him or defend him. And that is newcomer between the posts,
Whoa!
Mr. Marco Illich.
Marco Illich. That's a really good pick. Surprise pick, but I really like it, actually.
You
That's
got
correct.
it. The C has a thing on it, but that's all right during the show.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're good. That's perfect.
He is also Serbian, by the way, Kale.
Yeah, it's a Serb. We love
Our
Serb.
new Denver,
He's a Serb.
our
new
new
favorite
Denver.
player.
Yeah, let's go.
He's going to put up Jokic-like numbers.
Triple double in the post. Let's
a triple double
What does that entail? Hitting a post every time?
Yeah, I don't know.
3 times.
A save that bounces off the post, the crossbar, the other post.
That's triple.
And then he does
2
that
saves
twice a game,
double.
and that's a triple
And do it
double.
twice a game.
Double.
Yeah. Triple double. Dope. You love it. Great pick. Great pick. That is the highest
Those are
ceiling
my
pick.
guys.
That's the highest ceiling pick of any of ours.
Yeah,
I
for
got
sure.
safety and then just
Chaos.
chaos.
Love it. Love it. Good for you. All right, yeah. Go ahead and pick Yappy. We know what you're doing.
Actually, I'm really conflicted here, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. And it's
I tricked him into starting.
Yeah.
to pick Yappy.
the reason I'm really conflicted here is because I'm a big Galvan guy.
You
And
are. You're the biggest Galvan guy I know.
It's true. I
Juaners
love
does exist.
Galvan.
That dude's way higher than I am on Galvan. I can admit that. But I will say the thing about this is if I go Yappy, it's because I think Yappy is gonna break into 11, and I think he's gonna have that breakout year, and I can be like Yappy, but Galvan's gonna be a starter, so I'm gonna have more time to gloat. You know?
Love it. Pick
So
him.
Yeah, go. What does your heart say, Yaya?
my
What
heart,
does your heart tell you?
dude, I just don't know because I love both. I had to take Bassett because it's a safe, high potential pick. Here, I can go all potential for the 2023 season. So for this, I think I'm gonna go full potential, and it has to be Yappy.
The heart wants what the heart wants, everybody.
That was a really hard choice.
and
It was between-
Yaya's heart wants Yappy.
I want Yappy to become the highest sold player in Rapids history.
Love that. Yep. Good job. Damn.
We got our final pick of the Our Guys draft here.
I also got a triangle pointing down with all the names, which I'm a little sad.
Interesting. It's for that represents the way my feelings about you are trending after this draft.
Yeah, basically, I'm like, why? And for the audio medium, go check the video and you'll see what I mean.
All right. Okay. I have 4 names left on my list.
You can say them all. We're not going to choose them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have 4
Just,
names left on my list.
Put them all out there.
I have Bombito on there.
Oh, that's such a good
Also
pick.
on my list.
Don't think he's going to play enough to want to put him in this draft specifically.
I want to say this real
I
quick.
think
I
he's
didn't
more
make
like
a
our
list.
guy.
I didn't make a list.
You're
You're
I
going
made
off
a list.
vibes.
I went
Good
off
for you.
vibes all the way.
Priso, also on my list.
Also on my list.
Not enough minutes.
Same.
Ronan,
Also on my list.
on my list, but
We don't know.
it's too unknown for me. Too unknown. I picked him as the breakout player, and I'm picking him as my guy. Give me the Brazilian Wonder Kid. Give me Max.
Love it.
And that is a hell of a 3 guys. to
so
be my
much
guys.
Max in your column.
2. I got Maxu and Max. The Max Bros.
It's the evolution. You go from Max to Max.
Yeah, Maxu. All right, that was pretty fun, dude. I
Pokemon
liked that.
evolution.
We got to do this again next season.
Yeah, it's going to be a yearly thing now. And I think, I'm going to be honest with you, I think I killed this draft. I think
hate
we all.
your draft.
I think we had all really good picks. I feel really good about mine, and it's no knock on your guys'. I just really
So
like
mad at
mine.
your picks. I hate your picks.
I went strategy, and I went every level you could hit.
I picked
I see what
Keegan,
you're
and then-
saying, but I'm gonna go with mine for. If I had to rate mine, I would say 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 Rapids.
Yeah,
I would say 5 out of 5 Rapids is pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna go with mine.
I'd say this whole draft gets 5 out of 5 Rapids.
As a Yaya that loves you, I'll say 5 out of 5 Rapids. As a Yaya that's really competitive, I'll say 4.9 out of 5 Rapids.
Wow.
I can't stand you. All right.
Wow,
This sucks.
that was just the
I-
dirtiest move. Love it.
Yeah, the thing is, I
For
wanted
what?
The thing I
For
want, I wanted
For
Keegan.
fun.
The thing is, I wanted Keegan, but I'm like, he's not gonna make it to the second round with Mitch right behind me.
You let Duane get his guy when you set up the
I wanted Keegan.
I can't.
I
I'm
knew
so
Keegan
mad.
was coming.
Nobody loves Jack Price on the show as much as I do.
Okay, to be fair, to be very, very fair, we did this draft with the only other draft we've done. We did it with Jared. I gave Jared the first pick because he was gassed. I gave you the second one.
That's true.
So I'm like, I need to
I
change
don't
it
like
up.
the second pick. I like the last pick. So you actually helped me out.
I know. That's why I'm
I
like,
like
I'll
the
give
double.
you. That's why I'm like, I'll give you. That's a great spot to be in
Yeah.
a 3-man snake draft. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like, I'll give him that spot. But I'm also not gonna like hold back for this.
Fine, fair enough.
So-
Whatever. It was fun. It was fun. We're excited to ride with our guys. We're excited for the season to start on Sunday, dude. Sunday, bro.
3
Sunday.
days away.
I just want to say this real quick. This season is the most pivotal season in MLS history since its first season.
Wow.
You got money invested in this league for the first time in a long time. You got people ready to watch. You got teams investing in their squads. You see it around the league. Everybody from the lowest ranked team to the highest ranked team wants to win. This might be one of those seasons where it can change the trajectory of the MLS in either the good or the bad way, because it's going to either show America wants this or they don't want this. And I think it's time. And also, it's one of the most pivotal seasons for the Rapids. Fraser has been here for 3 years now, right? There's going to be going on his 4th. He needs to prove that he can win a playoff. He can win a playoff game. Needs to prove that he can get into a knockout stage. The front office needs to start proving that these players that they're bringing in are going to develop and help this team win. It's time for them to start making connections with the squad. This is a pivotal season, not just for the MLS, for the Rapids as well.
Yep.
And it's going to dictate how the year goes from here to the future for the next 10 years, honestly.
Love it. Love it. Couldn't have said it better myself. All right, we're not going to do our typical plugs. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, go to the locker, buy your merch, get your diehard membership, all that stuff. To sign off, you are going to
Sunday.
what? Yeah. We're going to do predictions and give me a goal scorer.
I'm gonna plug this.
Oh yeah,
Come
you're
watch
right. You're
the
right. You're
damn
right. I was
game
gonna
with
end
us
it with
on
that. I was
Sunday.
gonna end it with that.
Okay. Never disregard what I just
No,
said.
no,
you may
you're
hear
right.
something from
Don't
Mitch
come to
later.
the game Sunday.
You're right. Yaya's not allowed to come to the game on
Come
Sunday.
to the
but
game
everyone else
Sunday.
is.
I am
Come
confused.
hang out with us at the bar.
Yaya will be on one side of the bar. I'll be on the exact opposite side of the bar.
I'll be on the right wing with Keegan.
No, come hang out with us. We'll have the game on full sound. The game's going to end right before Nuggets Clippers. Bar will be packed with Nuggets fans. We can convert them all into Rapids fans. It's going to be a blast. Kale will be here. It's going to be a great time. Okay, but to get out of here, you have to give me your prediction for Sunday and a goal scorer. Duane, we're starting with
Ooh,
you.
gosh, can we not start with me?
Go. All right, Yaya, we're starting with you. Go.
2-0 Rapids, Rubio and Cabral score.
Wow.
Coming out the gate hot.
Wow.
Oh man, I think it's gonna be 1-1, and Rubio's gonna get our goal.
Nice. Nice.
Seattle's real good.
They're really good.
Just like us, all of their injured players from last year are back.
That's true.
So we got
Rudy
two
Diaz
healthy
hasn't practiced
squads.
this week, so that's an interesting note for the game. Give me
Well, if he's hurt, then Cabral scores.
Give me 2-2. 2-2. Ronan Rocket.
Oh,
Rubio goal.
Like
I will
that.
go insane if the Rapids win.
Oh my god.
I might get wasted.
B-Ray says 3-1 Pids. Love to see it.
Whoa, beer.
Yeah, guys, come on down to the DNVR bar. Drop your up the Pids in the chats right now. Come down to the bar. It's going to be super fun. Duane will be there. Yaya will be there.
Zeke,
Kale
come join
will
us
be
in
there.
person now that you're
I'll
in.
be there. Adam Mares might be there.
Oh yeah,
You can't
Nuggets guys
miss
will
a
be
big,
there.
tall dude.
Superstar Dev might be there.
D-line probably be back by then.
I don't know if he'll be awake because of the time difference.
He's awake for
Jet
Nuggets.
lag. That's
He's our
true.
Serbian king as well.
We might see our
He's
Serbian
our
King
Serbian
Eric.
king.
Come on down, hang out with us. That's the important part, man. It's been super fun riding with you this offseason. Thanks for hanging out with us. Love all the interaction we got during these no soccer months. And Sunday it all changes. We'll have a post-game show right after the game. Hopefully a winner's lounge. Am I right? No drawing room, no loser's lounge.
The drawing room is a great place to be if you would like purgatory.
Yep, that's true. Very true. Purgatory. Where the Rapids have been the last year. But here we go. We're gonna start off with the dub. We'll see you Sunday. And remember, as always, up the Pids.